Friends, hello and welcome back. Hope everyone is having a lovely day. So the new fancy schmancy fantasy hockey cards are out, and as most of us probably are feeling right now, it's like, hey, how do we get our hands on one of these bad boys? They upgrade automatically and gotta throw those collectibles in there down the road. How do we get one of these? What is the easiest way? Obviously, in the auction house, they are very, very expensive. So today we're going to go over what I feel like is the easiest way to obtain one of these players in NHL 24. Obviously, you do the featured set, master sets, we should say. You can go out and choose which one you want, or you can do the reroll, which costs you a few less collectibles. But the best way to get one is obviously, in our personal opinion, I should say obviously, in our opinion, is to do the set here compared to buying one or pulling one. If you got those kinds of coins, hey, go out and buy one. I mean, that's when it's easy as it gets to go in there, click buy now. But you know, a lot of us don't want to invest 400 or 500K. We don't have to, and if you do, I mean, hey, that works too. But one of the best things I think is, you know, you exchange event collectibles for a choice of a 1 and 3 player item. Personally, at that point, I mean, it's 4 more collectibles. I'm probably gonna go. I don't know. I like gambling. I like the gambling idea. I do. I was gonna say I'm gonna go ahead and just get like the Nick Suzuki or Trevor Zegras, because I think those are really good chances, guys, that be at a 99. But that's not as fun as having a chance of pulling one for a few less collectibles, possibly a player you like. But you could also get stuck with a bunch of, you know, mediocre players. Like, so I kind of do like the idea of getting what you're guaranteed. But the question is now, what do you have to do to get those 32 collectibles? There's a few things you can do to obtain them. You can obviously do sets, but I think one of the where you want to start, the baseline, this is going to get you a lot of collectibles on all of them. You want to go to the prototype objectives and complete not just prototype objectives, but fantasy hockey objectives. So the reason you want some prototype objectives, like take shots with any prototype player items, is because you get the 8 overall prototype player item, and you get hits with any prototype item. For 90 hits, you're going to get any random player and from prototypes. And that's important because the fantasy hockey stuff requires you to play games with prototype players. So we're gonna take shots with any prototype player item, score goals with any prototype player item, 150 to 85, and that's gonna get you I mean, if you do all of these, you're talking 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, plus the 6 at the top. You're gonna get 24 fantasy hockey collectibles. So you will need 6 more collectibles in order to get the reward for that set, particularly, unless you want to go a little bit bigger. And if that's the case, after you get those 6, you can go ahead and do a set or two. I'll show you those real quickly. But the easiest way to get a prototype player to start off, what we're seeing, we're going to jump into this shortly. This stuff just came out still. We're all over the place. I love when this time of year comes around, because I feel like I know that's, I don't know, it depends on everybody's thoughts. I feel like there's a lot going on right now. I've been playing a lot of club, been playing a lot of pro. I'm trying to get my pro. I've been trying to play this. It's like there's just not enough time for everything. I jumped into rivals today because, like, dang, you see those Hut Champions rewards? I had to play some rivals games, so I haven't even gotten to working on the fantasy stuff, and that has to be done. There's only 6-7 days to do it. It's like there's been so much going on. I'm enjoying the game so far this year, having a lot to do, but nonetheless, you want to make sure you're doing this prototype moment where you get 6 assists with Mitchell Marner. It could be a little bit difficult, but that prototype collectible is going to be, it is 7 Pro. You can exchange that for a prototype player item, and you can go ahead and plug and play with that. So that's where you're going to get one prototype player. You can obviously, if you want, you can buy them off the auction house. They're a little expensive right now, but you can buy them off the auction house, all the cheaper ones, for 9, 10, 12K, whatever, and then just use them temporarily. Use them for a couple of days, sell them right back, get your coins back if you can. But they are all on the auction house. That is a good way to go as well, to get those to build up to complete those objectives. After that, though, we're going to say, okay, you can't get all of your collectibles that way. So the next thing is we're going to take a look at some of these sets. And for me, right now, it may change throughout the week, but you just go with what's the best value. And right now, you can do the 40 players for any 40 players. I think this is any. Is this, what is this? This is any gold player. No, it is the same thing. Yeah, any gold player. So that's a nice one where you can just throw in all your AHLers, whatever. That'll get you a collectible if you have that. But I really like, if you're buying the players, I don't know why EA did this. It doesn't make any sense to me. But hey, I'm not going to complain because it's cheap. It had to be some sort of bug, some sort of mess up. But they're giving us reroll 5, reroll 5, and reroll 5. And what's funny about this, it's 5 of each one. This one is 583s. This one's 584s. This one's 585. So the math ain't mathing. You know, 83s are cheaper than 84s and 85s. So it should probably be either, you know, 8 or 9 83s, or it should be 5, 4, 3 or something. I don't know. Nonetheless, I'm not upset about it because depending if things change, right now the 83 overalls are cheap. You can get 5 of them for about 5K. Now, did it change overnight? It's possible. Now, right, there's ones for $33.99. $3.99, 5 of them. Again, 5's 20K. That's $30.99. I'm sure if you 59-minute market, you might catch some for a little bit lower than that. You get the 3,500 range 3K, but you get 5 of them for 3K. That's 15K. It's even cheaper than that. Okay, we'll go down a little bit more. EA said you want to. How bad do you want them? It's surprising to me because most collectible sets require you to put in, 40 players. They want you to put in about 30 to 40K. This right now, there's 13 items up. This right now, 2,500. You can get them all for 3K. I mean, that was 2,500. I'm resell that one, to be honest. But 3K times 5, that's 15K. So that's 2 collectibles to 30K, 3 collectibles to 45K, opposed to what you would have been paying for some of these other ones. So that, I mean, in general, if you wanted 10 collectibles this way, it's 150K. So I think it's a really efficient way to get some collectibles. 10 collectibles, 150K. You only need 8. So it's about 130K. So essentially, you're going to do all those objectives, and you need about 130K. Which, so at the end of the day, you're paying 130K for fantasy item, which is a really good deal, in my personal opinion. Nonetheless, I hope you guys found this video helpful. As always, if you did, I'd appreciate you subscribing, like the video. You never have to. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next time.